everyone, this is Lean and welcome back to the Crafty Meraki YouTube channel. Today I'm sharing a baby card using the newly released Funny Bunny stencil from Crafty Meraki. But before I start talking about this card, I wanted to mention that this card is part of an Instagram hub. So on Instagram we are celebrating the new Merakicheer release as well, and so if you hop along there you get a chance of winning a gift certificate by Crafty Meraki. So if you haven't hopped along at Instagram, definitely do so because, well, it's a gift certificate and all of these gorgeous products, I think it can help anyone. Then about this card. I hope to show you today in this video that often when you buy a stencil, there might be more possibilities than what you see at first. And I know that there are some Easter related products in this release. They are gorgeous. And I think sort of that this stencil was originally intended for the Easter that is coming up as well. Now, I must be honest, the first thing that I saw when I saw this stencil was small tiny bunnies, fluffy bunnies for the kids, and so I thought maybe I can do a blue or a pink bunny, as I love to use the typical colors. Not that, well, it's not that it's needed, but I just really love pink. I also really love blues, and so I love using them. And I use the baby card as an excuse to use both of them really separately. But from time to time I make a rainbow baby card or anything I like, so you do you. But for today's card I thought between blue and pink. And so I went for pink, so this is going to be a baby card for a girl probably. So I did that. Now what you saw me doing with the stencil is something that I saw at Carissa Wiley's YouTube channel, and she saw it somewhere else, and well, let's help each other. I think it's genius. You just put your paper in the corner of your Misty, you put the stencil in the same corner, and if you need to you can just put everything back there and just continue on blending at the same spot. I think it's genius, so I use that technique. And then just to help me, I have these basics. These are A2 layers dye from Waffle flowers. Any rectangular die will work. Also you can trim things down yourself, but I'm just the worst when it comes to trimming things down with my paper trimmer, excuse me. So I have my pink panel here, and I used Ballet slipper cardstock. But it was slightly different from the pink that I had with the bunnies, so I just added a bit of my distress inks on there as well. And then I cut it out using the biggest A2 rectangle there. I also cut the baby from the same panel, added a bit of the distress inks as well to have the same pink once more. And now I can add everything. So the panel with the bunnies, as you can see, was the third biggest rectangle from the die set, so that I would have a lovely pink border. And you will not see that I trimmed the baby out of there. So that's really handy. But I think using a lot of paper, creating cards and such, you need to be smart sometimes and just see wherever you can just take something along. And as I was using the same pink, why not cut it out of some areas that you cannot see on the card itself. Next, I'm going to double up the baby, scripty word here. Why? Just to have a bit more dimension without having to cut down really small, tiny slivers from foam tape. So I just added it on top of a white die cut, and then once it's dry, I will be able to adhere it on top of my card. Now, another thing that I saw when I saw the new products that were going to be released were these Meraki Ivory Opal gems. Beautiful gems, as there are already some out there. There are quite a lot of gorgeous embellishments by Crafty Meraki, and I adore them all. But when I saw the stencil, I thought of a baby card, a bunny, and what about a pom-pom or anything to put just like the bunny is facing away from you and you just have the cute tail that you're still seeing. Now I saw these Ivory Opal gems and I thought, oh, these are great. These are amazing. I decided to take the medium size of the gems and just put it on every bunny possible. So I first had to add the baby because that is going to cover up a few bunnies. So there I don't need a gem. That will be a bit difficult. So I just added the baby, made sure that it was straight by using my T-square ruler, and then I'm going to add the gems on every bunny on this stencil. Even the ones hanging over the edge, you still have a bit of area to add it on top. So I just used some liquid glue and then my embellishment wand to get everything in place, and that's what I did all over this panel. Maybe it's a bit much, maybe it isn't, but I just thought it was really cute, and this works perfectly with a blue card as well, or with a rainbow card, or anything you like. You can also use a stencil and then some sort of a paste and have a tone-on-tone background to play with and still use it as a baby card. You can also, of course, go for Easter. But today I really wanted to show you that maybe by just twisting your stencil or just thinking about another theme, maybe your stencil is perfect for that as well. There is also another great stencil, well, there are 3 stencils out there right now, if I'm not mistaken. And so you have also a birthday sort of party stencil. I cannot recall the names exactly. And then you have another for Easter eggs, but you can use it for more than that. Just think outside of the box. So this is my card for today, a really simple baby card, but I think it has some really classical elements by adding the gems, and it's so cute. The bunnies are just really sweet and simple, and that's what I like about this stencil. I hope that I have inspired you today to maybe step outside that box that you thought the stencil belonged to and create something new. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it, and I'll be back soon with some new inspiration. Bye!